Battles lost, 0. World, 0.2. Overall score, 29,498. I got a lot less than the world. 270 days, I did it quicker. How do you get... What's the score from? Aliens killed is higher. Soldiers lost is higher, because I'm an idiot. Funding companies is better than the rest of the world. Countries lost is 1, that's better. Overall, I've done better than most of the rest of the world. The score is weird, though. How did I get... most of my categories are better. Days until Ethereal recovered, 157. 222. Why? It's really easy to do that at this difficulty level. Really? Next. Battles fought, 57. Battles won, 57. Did I never lose a battle? Oh wait, previous game summary. Combat, okay. 57, 57. Aliens killed. Soldiers lost. Average shot percentage 68.3%. I got less on that. Average damage per shot. My damage is less than the world on average. Number of turns per battles 11. My battles are longer than most of the rest of the world. I got 380 one-shot kills compared to the rest of the world. One-shot deaths 4, a little bit less than the rest of the world. 84 aliens killed by explosives compared to 61. 11 soldiers hired compared to 20.7. OTS. Wait. Where? OTS upgrades purchased all 7 compared to 6.35. I got my first colonel in 85 days. Had 374 days spent in the infirmary. My soldiers got wounded a lot more. I had more psionic soldiers. I shot down a few less. I shot down slightly less UFOs than average. I did not lose any interceptors. I built fewer firestorms. If I waited a little while, I would have had better than that. I hired a lot more interceptors. Got my firestorm really early. 5 interceptions aborted because I don't want to lose my interceptors, and I send them out in waves. That's why I have so many interceptors. I let one UFO escape because I didn't have multiple interceptors in one location. Yeah, I never use the boost things. Science engineering. What the? Is that from a cheat? How do you get 85,000? Laboratories built 2. Technologies, all 56. 2.7 per technology. Alien species captured 9. Engineers 127. That must be like the total from the world all over. Built fewer workshops than average than most other people. 143 items built. 23 faculties constructed. 10 adjacency bonuses. 22 foundry projects completed. I was 2 off having them all completed. Total credits earned. Yeah, this must be the entire world. Credits spent. Lyrium recovered. I recovered less lyrium than most of the rest of the world. I used more. I collected less alloys. I used more alloys. Had more funding countries. More funding. The funding received I can't really tell because it looks like less because 12,000 versus 27. Gray market sales. Oh, a lot of people sell a lot more on the gray market than I do. 4 content bonuses. I was short of 1. Satellites launched 15. Satellites destroyed 0. 5 days until my second satellite. 51 days because I started with 1. First content covered in 64 days. Cool. This is all at normal difficulty. Eventually I'll get down and try to do it in classic difficulty, in which case I'll probably have to play a lot less aggressive than I do on this level, because I do things stupidly when I'm aggressive. Anyway, I'm going to let the credits run out. That is XCOM. Uh, now all I have to do is upload it to YouTube and schedule out all the releases, which this will be the last one. Then I'll get back to the Neverwinter Nights stuff. I only meant to do this a little, get started on this, and then go back to Neverwinter Nights, but I got stuck in it. Because this is the first time I've completed Enemy Within. I've completed Enemy Unknown before. I've not completed an Iron Man before. And I've not completed Enemy Within before. The last couple Iron Mans I tried to get, even on normal difficulty, I had bad luck in drawing things like the whale mission really early on and got torn to shreds. And got fed up with it, which make me sound like, oh, you're just a casual player or something. But yeah, I play games to have fun, and the story's the fun part for me. Challenge is fun, but too much. I mean, making it too hard. Now that I've done the story, I can probably appreciate trying to do the classic, but making it too hard, all that happens is I get frustrated and annoyed, because I can't advance the story, and I'm more interested in the story than proving myself a good player. Video games for me are movies where you hit buttons. That's pretty much it. Movies where you hit buttons. Okay. Marketing. I am horrible at marketing. I'm. I think I'm a very good writer. I'm a decent writer for my novels and my tabletop RPGs. I am a really horrible marketer. I don't enjoy marketing. I don't enjoy advertising. I don't really understand it. I don't know what works. I don't know what doesn't work. I can understand it from an outsider's perspective and see what other companies are doing for advertising, but I can't figure out how to make it work for me. One thing I will say is I wish Firaxis would have chipped in to get some Asian languages other than Russian. Like, oh, English, French, Russian, German, cool. Spanish, cool. Oh, we have a Korean or a Chinese person or a Japanese person, and they speak American accented English. American. I especially loved the Jersey accented military engineer in Russia. That was awesome. Then again, with the world operating together, he might have been an American officer working with the Russians. There is that. The Exalt base raid could have been more exciting. It was a very short map. It would have been even shorter if I had gone in with a tactically efficient team rather than picking all all my covert ops and the two the two what do you call them? The two characters that you pick up, the unique characters you pick up in the missions, Zhang and Durand, and Annette is irritating. I mean, she's useful. I think she would be more useful if she actually came out fairly useful, but her vocal things just get annoying sometimes. And most of them are okay, and then she says something like, "When will I get to shoot aliens?" After I just had her mind frame one to death the last turn, and it gets irritating. There's too much complaining in her things. There's a difference between unprofessional and whine, 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 whine. I still remember the first time I completed this. The person I had to volunteer was an assault, and she became my primary badass when she was a low-ranked assault that went on a mission where the rest of her squad got geeked off early, and I thought sure she was going to die, but managed to basically play Die Hard for an hour or an hour and a half and kill all the aliens in the mission. It was a terror mission too. It wasn't just any other mission. It was a terror mission early in the campaign, 2 or 3 months. She had, I think, carapace armor and the shotgun, and I spent long time basically trying to isolate aliens so I could kill them off in one blow without getting exposed to anybody else. Really kind of showed that I could play much better than I usually do, but most of the time I'm just kind of and I do stupid things. It's like, oh, this would be cool. Not like I'm definitely not that guy that did Iron Man Impossible with no losses whatsoever, no failed missions, no failed satellite, no lost satellites, no lost nations, no lost interceptors, no lost soldiers, nothing. Perfect score. Definitely nowhere near that guy. On impossible difficulty, a perfect score. I've never even tried impossible difficulty. Is beginning to look a little bit like XCOM 1 and XCOM 2 are going to be in combination are going to be similar to XCOM UFO Defense. I'm wondering if they're going to put elements of Terror from the Deep in it. I really did not expect that mission to go so easily. I was just planning on weakening the thing and trying to get the killing blow with Deadbolt. I probably should have just taken her second shot. It would have been very apropos. But it's like, snap, snap. I'm not even using psychic abilities on you. I'm just snap, snap, you're dead. So I've had a assault volunteer and a sniper volunteer at this point. Yeah, it'd be nice to get on a writing team. I don't have any. I don't have much in the way of coding experience though. If I were to get in any game company, it would be on a tabletop gaming company. This is where I have the most chance. Masu Livingston. You have all. You have an entire group in China, and you don't have Chinese voice patterns available. Really. The badass thing about this is Jensen Deadbolt was a first gen soldier. She was in the actual very first mission, which is unusual because usually the first gens don't get very high will. But I got that iron will thing very early, and I'm pretty sure Jensen was out wounded or something, so that she got the will increases early on. Even though she was a first gen soldier, she benefited just as much from the officer training school because they got them really early. I'm still waiting for the credits to run down. I might end up doing this as its own thing. You know what? I didn't even catch the name of the mission for taking the temple ship. I'm not even sure if it had a name. Yeah. Oh, we finally hit the cast. That's the French cast? It's huge. Oh, you must have options to be able to play the game in the other languages. That makes perfect sense. Polish! I did not know that was a language choice. That's cool. Let's see if there's a Zelensky. There is not a Zelensky. That's a reference to a Scion campaign I ran for quite a while. One of the main and most badass followers for one of the players was a woman named Zelensky during the World War II campaign. She ended up becoming a Scion herself. And, yep. Scion of Artemis, if I remember correctly. See, now I'm just rambling because I don't have that much left to say. Oh! This should be it. Racine copyright information. Okay, well, that's a completed XCOM game. See you later.